Spring has surely taken its time, but finally it feels like we have crossed the turning point and the winter is fully behind us. On the house, we have reached the state where the last bits of floor structures will be removed. And for a team of 2, it has been quite a struggle.
Tarvitsisiko ne oksella paremmin? Tuossa on keppi. Moi. Pistä sinne toiselle puolelle sinne takapäälle.
Here we sit, completely unaware that we're going to get a nice hard slap in the face the next day. We feel like we'll spend more time hauling bricks than logs here, which is strange as we're renovating a log house. And it turned out the notorious brick hauling wasn't over. We had to take down one whole chimney with a brick wall and 3 wooden walls next to it. We are trying to save as much material as we can. So instead of crushing down the whole chimney, we took it down by hand, brick by brick, through the mud side, removed the mortar and collected them on 3 piles outside. This setback delayed us about 3 weeks, and it was something we thought we wouldn't have to go through. But this house is unapologetic. When we had taken down the chimney, we had to install these support beams because we weren't sure how much the brick wall was supporting the ceiling. Sometimes all this feels like playing Jenga. We're just anxiously waiting for the moment that we remove the last piece that's holding this whole place together. The chimney and the brick wall, they were basically hanging by a thread. The mortar had turned to sand on most parts. And the whole thing was built on top of vertical logs under the floorboards, with no support below it. It was just a matter of time when the whole thing would have come crashing down. So, as you saw, we had to take down the whole fucking chimney, the whole brick wall, and the base of it. It was built all on top of this floor structures, and because the floor structures are now rotten, that we need to take them off. We couldn't take them off without taking down the whole thing. It all started here. We took this like the lowest beams of the floor off, and it turned out this whole shebang is basically on top of two wooden logs that are like this, so they're not even one log next to another. That's like a typical way of building the base for fireplace, so that it kind of moves with the earth and with the moisture and with
the freezing temperatures so that it don't, like the whole thing don't crack. So that's a good thing. But when it's like this, there's not much to, you know, it's not stable. So this beam goes to about to the middle of the fireplace, and that one next to it don't go all the way to the wall either, so it's kind of I don't know how it stays there, like the whole thing. It's just, I think it's luck so far. So we just need to find someone who would be able to maybe fix this so that we don't have to take the whole fireplace off. And because of this fireplace and the next fireplace on the other side of this wall, they have chimneys that go together like this. So when we move one fireplace, the chimney is probably gonna crack, and maybe the whole fireplace is gonna crack, we don't know. So and the same thing goes for this big living room fireplace that I was so excited about. It's not as bad, it's more stable. So there's the fireplace, there's the wall, and there's the smaller fireplace. But this has like two, I think those are lattianiskat called in Finnish, floor neck. Even if it costs a lot, I want to save these. And building a new one like this is so fucking expensive that there's no way we're gonna get like one of those in the next 20 years or so. So yeah, that's fun. We are kind of like moving forward, but it seriously don't feel like it at all. Like we're just taking things down all the time, and I don't feel like it's going anywhere. Fuck, where was it? It's been a mess at the house, like nothing has been as we hoped. Like all of the things that we really wanted to save and all of the things that we thought would be okay, there's something wrong in them, like the floor and the ceiling and the walls and the fireplaces, everything. And every time the house feels like overwhelming, I just stand here and look around and listen to the silence, and I feel so much more calm. Like if nothing else, we have this plot here, like we can buy a camper van and sleep here. If nothing else.
Ensi töiksessä siivosit eteisiä, mä totesin siitä, että on vähän ehkä
Tossakin on 2 pientä reikää, mistä hän on tullut. Ammuttu. Tää täytyy kyllä saada vielä nauhalle.
täällä on siistiä. Tää näyttää ihan eri talolta. It's done. Done. Oh.
We never thought the house would have to be torn apart this far. But here we are. The house is ready for the actual renovations now. But instead of relief, the whole energy suddenly turned into hopelessness. If I'm being brutally honest, I didn't feel like finishing this video at all. We came across with a huge problem that has put everything on a standstill. Even though this feels like a big stone in my chest right now that I don't want to talk about, I know that in the end, this is a story worth telling, with or without the silver lining. Because when I look back at this, like an incredible experience that it has been, we have come so far. Us, complete rookies, solving problems we knew nothing about before, working through the harsh winter, in the darkness and in the freezing cold, fighting back every doubt in ourselves and all the underestimations by others to make this place a home. I wish I had a time machine, so I'd know if this was all for nothing.